Happy Wednesday. Just got a little into my singing bowl here. My dad called this my popcorn bowl, which is also known as a 200-year-old Himalayan bowl. So I might be a little bit addicted to that particular bowl. So, meditation time. We had a great first live session for our Foundations of Buddhism class last night. I was so excited about all the wonderful questions, which we've put on the portal page, as well as the lecture for next week already. So if you are still thinking about signing up, do it now. I would recommend doing it this week before the second live class. You can still catch up. That's why. And then third week we go turbo, so turbo Buddhist. So you might have a little trouble catching up after that, but now is a good time. So if you want to jump on and check that out, the portal page is all there, and we're publishing the lecture before the live class. So it's not a live lecture, it's live Q&A, and what do we do with meditation, what do we do for the practical aspects of the teachings, etc. So it was really good last night. I really enjoyed it. So it's a good thing. So yesterday on our afternoon meditation, we did some breath work, and it's the most balancing. I won't call it basic breath work because it's I think it's the breath. So when you can just pattern to an even breath in and an even breath out. We count to 4, but you could count to 5 if you'd rather, or 3 if you need to. Just know the longer the breath, the slower the breath, the better. As you just sort of land the plane, just bringing ourselves out of a state of sympathetic state to a parasympathetic state. So we go from fight or flight to rest and digest. It's just that easy. So we can do that just by focusing on our breath. And remember, meditation has 3 parts. First is to arrive and settle, which, see, I've already done. I'm already here on the seat. And committing that you're going to, for this period of time, you're going to commit to just focusing on this. You're not going to think about your task list. It's not a good time to think about your grocery list or what you want to do with the rest of your life, or if you want to try to fix the past or something. It's really an exercise of being here and now in this moment. And even with the mundane, when you can see the mundane clearly, and boredom arises, and you can see boredom arise, or you see agitation and you see that arise, you're present. Just don't let yourself be distracted. That's really the key. So yesterday we worked with breath. Today I want to work a little with mantra and breath. So there's different kinds of mantra. Some of them actually involve making sound and saying words out loud, or singing, chanting type mantra. This one is, I like to use it as a silent mantra. You can speak it, and I'll show you how to do that as I start to describe. So we're basically just doing the same pattern of breath as yesterday. So a count of 4 in and a count of 4 out. And I'm replacing the counting, or at least part of the counting, with mantra. And I'm using English words: here, now, awake, and aware. Because that's where we want to point ourselves. It's our reminder to be here and now and be awake and aware. We're spontaneously just being in this moment. So there's two ways that you can do this. Part of it is, one direction is silently, so you can think as you breathe into the count of 4, here, now, awake, aware, and as you breathe out, here, now, awake, and aware. Now the variation that I will teach you today is some spoken mantra. And we're still going to use those same 4 words, but we're going to breathe in and then speak out. Here, now, awake, aware. Breathe in. Here, now, awake, aware. See how that's different? So as you breathe in, it's a little too hard to breathe in and speak. Here, now, awake, aware. Doesn't work. So if you breathe in, and it's the same pace. So if we start off breathing, inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, exhale 4, 3, 2, 1, inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Now start to replace it. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, exhale, speaking, here, now, awake, aware. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, exhale, here, now, awake, aware. Make sense? So you can speak them out loud. I know that if you're trying to be quiet and private, or you're in your office with the door closed and you don't want people to think you're talking to yourself, you may want to do it silently, and that's fine. There's some benefit in using sound and vibration and speaking, and especially when we do it together, when we're breathing and speaking at the same time, in a group. Our heartbeats even start to sync up. So it's kind of a cool experience. So we just want to remind ourselves to be here and now in this vast spaciousness that is where we are in this moment. So if you need it to be a little bit smaller, think about, maybe a 2 or 3 foot ball of openness right in front of you. That's kind of especially when I'm thinking too much and too big and too many things, I try to focus my awareness on like this big exercise ball of energy on the carpet in front of me. I can just see that vast openness. There's nothing really in it, but it is all connected by it, and all this spaciousness, this space in between form and formless, between us and things, and us and each other, and between planets, and between trees, and between water droplets, tiny particles. There's a spaciousness that connects all things. So when we can focus on it here and then slowly expand that out, we start to see the vast open spaciousness that everything arises from. All form, all feelings, emotions, sensations, and whatnot are born out of that spaciousness and are connected together by that spaciousness. So I hope that gives you a feeling of ease and inclusion. That's what it does for me, and just settles me ever so beautifully. So I'm ready to get started. I hope you are. So take your seat. I'm going to straighten your spine. Straighten your spine and take a few deep breaths. Use your nose if you can. Close your mouth. Breathe into the low belly. And then relax and release on the way out. I'm going to ring this bell 3 times as you get acquainted with your seat and acquainted with yourself and this moment. And let's begin breathing together. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now speaking here, now, awake, aware. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, here, now, awake, aware. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, here, now, awake, aware. Inhale, here, now, awake, aware. 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 Continue. carry that mantra through, or you can let it settle down and then just sit. You can count mantras on a large set of beads, 108 beads, or wrist malas work as well if you like to count. Get a set in. I just quite typically do as many as I feel, and then I just sit. So I hope that's helpful for you, and that's an activation for your here-ness, now-ness, awakeness, and awareness in this moment. Because our attention in this moment is so valuable, so beneficial for ourselves and others. So don't forget that, and show up as much as you can. Be present, awake, and aware, no matter what you're doing. It's all meditation when you are awake and aware. So take it off the cushion with you as well. We'll be back tomorrow at 2:30, and we'll do some loving kindness and compassion meditation. I look forward to